Hi everyone, so today I'm doing a tag video, and this one is the 10 things you would repurchase if you were to lose all of your makeup. And I've been wanting to do this tag for a long time because this actually had happened to me before. I didn't actually lose all my makeup, but I lost a pretty big amount. It was in my duffel bag and we misplaced my duffel bag, so yeah, it was a really tough, it was really difficult for me to get over it because I just had, so many things and everything. Anyway, yeah, so this has happened to me before. I, did lose most of my makeup and the top things I repurchased. So let's go ahead and get started. So, I was pretty devastated that I lost a lot of makeup. So the first two things that I had to get, because there was just no way of me doing makeup without it, was these two brushes. So 1, 2, and this is the MAC 239 and the MAC 217. I don't really believe in buying, MAC brushes because there's just so much other like perfectly good dupes like from Sigma or anything like that. So but the two brushes that cannot be replaced are these two. Like, I just feel like these two just cannot be duplicated. They do come pretty close, like the Sigma one. The Sigma one, which looks like this, and it does come pretty close, but this one, the hairs are a little bit longer, and I feel like it's a little bit more, like, flimsy, and if you don't have, like, the brush guard, like one of these things, to, like, hold its shape, it's not going to hold its shape, and when you eyeshadow, it just goes all over the place, and it's just super fluffy, like a 224, which is not what I want. I really like this brush because, I don't know, like, it's, what is it called, tapered? I don't know what to call it, but there's just, like, these two just cannot be, duplicated. Like, it's imitated, but it's just not duplicated, and, like, I just had to have these two. These are my top two brushes, the first two things I had to replace. And then next is foundation, and this is MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and I am NC25 if any of you guys are wondering. But yeah, I love this foundation. Well, at that time that I lost my makeup, I hadn't really like explored, I tried like drugstore and stuff, but this was like one of my first high-end ones, so I was really in love with it. And other than that, like, I've tried so many other foundations, like, I've tried the Lancome, it was great, like, the coverage was great, the feeling was great, but the color was just not my color, because the Lancome, and, like, Laura Mercier, Yves Saint Laurent, all, like, those other high-end brands, like, I've even tried Chanel, because, I just love Chanel, so I was like, okay, I want to wear their makeup. It's so expensive as well, and they just do not have, my shade. Like, it comes pretty close, but, like, I can just tell because, I'm Asian, so I have a lot of yellow undertone, and mostly those shades that, like, other high-end brands, like, they carry, it just, no matter how yellow they say that it is, it's just pink for me, which I don't like, which makes my skin look gray, which I don't like. And then, in pictures sometimes it looks okay, but, I just don't like it, so, like, I just always go back to this one, and also this one's a lot cheaper than all the other ones, so, which makes this one even better. So, yeah, third thing I would repurchase right away. And the fourth thing would have to be the powder to go along with it. For the powder, I am NC30, and this is the Studio Fix powder. It's like foundation on top of foundation, because when I used to just wear this alone by itself, like in the summer, like I would just take my powder brush and just like dust it all over my face, like after I apply moisturizer or something. But yeah, I know it's like foundation on top of foundation, but I really like that coverage. It's just my own personal preference. Like, I know some people don't like foundation, and that's, that's perfectly fine. The next thing would have to be the e.l.f. All Over Cover Stick, which is just a little concealer stick. And This is an apricot beige, but I bought a bunch of these, like different shades, like apricot beige, rosy beige, ivory, and I actually like ivory, so I got this one by accident. But anyway, it doesn't matter. As long as it's an e.l.f. concealer stick, like, I absolutely have to have this. I don't use it for under eye or something. And I don't use concealer for under eye or concealing because I feel like that's what my foundation does already, since I already use two, like, you know, the liquid and the powder. I feel like that does enough for me, so I don't add like extra concealer unless like I'm bored that day or I'm like I want to experiment and try. But usually I don't add concealer. So what I use concealer for is actually for my eyebrows. If you see my eyebrow tutorials, you know that I use this, and this has just been my go-to product for my eyebrows. Like any concealer, people always ask me like, you know, what do I use for my under eye concealer, and I don't know what to tell them because I don't use under eye concealer. Like I don't have a concealer for it. If I ever do need it bad enough, I would just use this. Next is my Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. And this is the matte finishing one. I have tried the regular one, you know, the one, the purple tube. And, well, I still have one, but, I mean, at first, when I first started doing makeup, you know, like, I was in love with it. But then I started using the MAC paint pots. And, yeah, I just like that more because I feel like it was a lot thicker and I felt like the color would hold on to it better. So, you know, I stopped using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Then, like, it's like a love and hate relationship that I have with, you know, the Urban Decay Primer Potion. And I just kept going back and forth. And, I don't know. I was almost done with my paint pot. You know, it was starting to dry out. So I was like, okay, I need a new eye primer. And I didn't know if I wanted to go back and get another paint pot or if I wanted to try something else or if I wanted to rediscover my love for the Urban Decay Primer Potion. And then I decided to try this one, and you know, this is matte finishing, and the consistency, I just feel like it'll hold color a lot better because I feel like the paint pots, like, they were a little bit too thick and like they would make my makeup look like kind of crusty. Like, I don't know if that was just because it was drying out or I don't know, like I just wanted something that would, you know, be very, very thin on the skin, so, you know, I feel like I didn't have so much on my eyelids. And that's what this does for me, you know, so I absolutely love this. I don't know if I will go back to the paint pots, maybe, you know, just to, you know, experiment or something, but, you know, for now, this is my #1 product for eye primer. Next would have to be my Maybelline Line Stiletto. And this is the black liner. I used to never use eyeliner. If you see my previous tutorials, you know, I don't use eyeliner at all. Like my old tutorials from like a few years ago, you know, I don't use eyeliner. And when I used to coupon, like the beginning of the year, I had a coupon for $2 off of an Maybelline eye product, and this was on sale for like $2.80. So, you know, I got this for like 80 cents. So I was like, you know, since it was on clearance, like I decided to buy it because I'm like, maybe I should try it because, you know, I absolutely love when, I absolutely love the eyeliner look for like the pinup look, the classic, you know, 50s look. So I'm just like, I want to try an eyeliner. So I got that, and I just, you know, rediscovered my love for liquid eyeliner, and like this one's perfect, you know. So this is my favorite eyeliner, and yeah, like I've tried other ones, the Bombshell, Be a Bombshell from, I don't even know, but I got this in my glam bag. And then I've also tried the Marbella, and like I just don't like these. It just does not compare to my Line Stiletto, and I don't think I could change. So when I first thought about doing this tag video, I was like, I think the makeup palette that I was going to pick was going to be, you know, the Urban Decay Naked palette. I only use Naked, Buck, and Smog the most, and then sometimes Dark Horse. But, you know, out of all these colors, I only use like 3 to 4. So I was like, I don't know, like I don't like the colors that much. So I think my palette that I would repurchase would have to be my Sonia Kashuk one. This has 12 colors, and they're all matte, which, you know, I love matte colors. You know, the problem with the Naked palette is that it has so much shimmer colors, and I just don't like shimmer all over my eyes. Like sometimes I like it like for a highlight sometimes, and especially for the inner corners, but you know, all over my lid I just do not like shimmer. I just feel like it makes my eyes look like it's coming out, because you know, I have a lot chinkier eyes, and like I have, you know, so I just feel like it makes my eyes pop out in a bad way. So I love matte colors. And yeah, like also this, yeah, like I could also use this for my eyebrows as well. Like I would just use number 9 and number 6. And then, you know, if I need to be darker, I could just use number 12. Next would have to be, you know, an angled liner. This is the Eco Tools one. I really like this one. I would, you know, obviously need an angled liner because I would have to do my eyebrows. And if anything, you know, I could just like wipe it off and then use this for concealer as well. Because I do use an angled, you know, liner brush for my concealer anyway. And then the last thing would have to be my Sigma Angled Top Kabuki. I just love this. It's such an amazing foundation brush. I use this for a liquid foundation, and it just seriously makes my skin look like it's airbrushed. I love this brush. I just don't know what else to say but that I love it. I used to use like just like makeup sponges or like the MAC 109, because I hated using the 109 because, you know, the hairs would come off. I just don't know, like you just have to try it. It's amazing for liquid foundation. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!